I'm Neil McNair. I work as a backcountry guide. Here we have the Volcom Slack Vest. For me, it's a great alternative to a backpack. If I'm riding in bounds, I don't want all the weight heavy on my back. It's kind of restricting. You want to be a little bit more freestyle. You still want to hit the side hits. So what this does, it spreads the weight around. It has all the functionality that you need in terms of keeping your safety kit in the back, and then lots of different pocket features on the front for everything else that you might need. It really doesn't feel like you're actually wearing a backpack because it's all spread out around you. So when I'm packing in the morning, the first thing that you always do is get your transceiver on and turn it on. It's so common that people either forget their transceivers or they will put it on and they will forget to actually switch it on because they're worried about the battery length. The batteries on these last for months. So it's really, really important to put it on under your final layer, turn it on, and then you know you're safe for the day. The next really important thing is to have your safety equipment alongside your transceiver, and that would be a shovel and a probe. The three things mar together. There's no point having one and not the other because it dramatically reduces the time that you can rescue someone if there is an incident. Metal shovel, not a plastic shovel. It's not going to break. You're going to slide this into the back of your Slack vest, which is great because it also adds as like an additional back protector. Try not to put your shovel down that way because it can be quite sharp and eventually it may tear. So it's really important to turn your shovel this way around and it slides in. After that, you have the shovel handle, which will go onto this side, slides in. It has a nice clip to go over so it can't fall out, and then an extra safety clip, bang. So that is in there, that is not going anywhere. And finally, your probe goes on the opposite side. What I like to do with my probe as well is remove it out of its packaging because that again saves time in an emergency. Slide the probe in, lock it over, voila. You can access these very, very quickly. You're not going to be going into a backpack, pulling out layers, trying to find your safety equipment. Straight away, unclip, shovel out, handle out, and then you can start to go through the rescue. The next thing that I always take with me, and I would advise anybody to do this, even if you are just going inbounds, is to have a first aid kit because accidents do happen. So it doesn't take up much room. It doesn't have much weight, but it is great in an emergency. And here I found a great little pocket at the back that keeps it out of the way. So that is your main safety features. It all hides in the back, and then you're not really going to put anything else in there. On a day out, you know, you're probably going to have maybe another layer, maybe a different hat or gloves, depending how wet the snow is. If it's a powder day and it's puking. So there is a additional pocket that can be removed if you want. You can unzip that, take it off if you're going lighter, but if you want to take some extra stuff, you do have this pocket here. It's a great size, balaclava, maybe a spare mid layer. Just roll it up, pop it in there, again out of the way. And to stop it flapping around, it's got plenty of clips. 1, 2, here we go. So in the front of the Slack vest, there are a plethora of pockets. There's so many places to put your stuff. Left one is for my snacks. Right one is for my screwdriver. Then I have my monocular, which is instead of a binocular. Best thing ever from Japan for scoping lines. Knife and emergency duct tape. So then I can just load these in, nice and roomy. Oh, I love the sausage. Energy. Small pockets here for the knife. We have the monocular pocket on the left hand side. And then all the tools, duct tape, screwdriver, right hand side. And last but not least, a spare lens, just in case the weather changes. So now the vest is packed, it's time to get the transceiver on. Get ready to go riding. Jacket zipped up, clipped in, weight spread, ready to shred.